At East Tennessee Children's Hospital, we know that time is precious, but some times are better than others. That's why we have 4 urgent care facilities with pediatric experts ready to get you back to better in no time.
All right, good morning. It's Sunday. It's 8:02. We're getting this morning started. How are you this morning, Julie? Katrina? Good morning. First day of vacation. That is a woo-woo. Yeah, that's a yes. There we go. Now you can hear it. That's awesome. Staycation it is, I believe, right? Staycation. Well, we do have a chance for a couple of thunderstorms today, but not expecting a lot today. Tomorrow, we have a little bit more of a robust system that's going to swing on into the area. Let me send this push alert here real quick. Boop. You're going to get a push notification. All right, here we go. So today's actually going to turn out to be a pretty good day. So, Katrina, if you're heading off to the lakes today, or the lake today should be a good day for that. It's Julie's birthday week. Got that going on this week. Nice. Birthday weeks are good. Birthdays are good too. Mostly. Mostly, I guess they are. You probably saw it from the very beginning when the show opened, but how about this? A nice little shot of Fort Loudon Dam, Fort Loudon Lake. We've got some clearing over there, so that's good. That's the sign of what's coming your way for the most part. So if you've been outside and you're like, oh, it's kind of cloudy and gloomy, like these locations, like Gatlinburg, overcast, gray. Don't worry, the sky should clear some before the clouds build their way back in and bring us another chance for maybe a few afternoon showers and thunderstorms. And again, not a lot today. Today's kind of the lull before the activity starts to pick back up as we head through the day tomorrow. All right, so temperature-wise, these are yesterday's highs, official highs anyway. So we made it to 84. I always like to keep you in check. I've not even checked yet. Yesterday was, Saturday? So I was forecasting 84 degrees. Here we go. 79 Crossville, 89 Chattanooga, 83 in Tri-Cities. Picked up about half an inch of rainfall in Chattanooga. Didn't really see a lot of severe weather, which was good. Never want the severe weather to move its way in, right? We never want the severe weather, but the potential is there again tomorrow. Let me explain. Okay, so in the top left-hand side of the screen over St. Louis, Chicago, see there's an area of like yellow. That's our next little wave that's going to come through today. So that's not as strong as the one that we had yesterday. So it's a weaker. So watch. When you look at the radar and superimpose the radar with that, let's come on map. It doesn't really look like much, right? And there's a frontal boundary that's going to be swinging its way through today as well. So we've got a cold front that's swinging through this morning. Back behind it, an upper level wave, but enough little energy in the atmosphere, I think it's going to spark off a couple of isolated storms. Again, not a big deal. Don't cancel any outdoor plans. Enjoy your Sunday. So here's the frontal boundary. So these morning showers that we've had are associated with the cold front. The afternoon isolated showers that we may see with some partly cloudy skies. I like these kind of showers like the ones that we'll see this afternoon if we see them. Little instability showers. So frontal boundary comes through this morning. Upper level wave this afternoon. Few afternoon fair weather cumulus clouds. Some of those building up enough to produce some thunderstorms. As you will see, it's not going to be that big of a deal. Watch. Morning rain showers move on out. There's the frontal boundary. Get on out of here. Clouds and some rain showers. And we'll have some sunshine. And then as we get into the afternoon, that little wrap around the low pressure system, here comes this upper level wave. And again, it doesn't amount to a whole lot. So that's the point. But we do have enough instability in the atmosphere to pop off maybe a couple of isolated strong or severe storms if they were to develop at all. As I mentioned, today's the lull in the activity. Tomorrow's the more robust storm. So forecast rainfall, again, not going to add up to a whole lot more from what we've already seen. But we are under that level 1 risk for severe storms across the eastern half of East Tennessee. Good morning, Kathy. How are you this morning? So when you talk about storm threats with this round, medium category for damaging wind, because that's going to be the main threat if we were to see anything fire today. Low category for everything else. Never say 0 with tornadoes, but 0 today. Low possibility for some hail. It's possible we could see some hail and not likely to see any flooding or flash flooding concerns. So as you can clearly see, there's not really that much of a concern with the storms today. Temperatures this morning, look at this. We're in the 60s and 70s. So that's a warm start to the day. If you've not been outside, I mean, it's incredibly warm. Dew points are in the 60s and 70s. So ladies, maybe not even do your hair this morning. Don't straighten it if you have curly hair because it's just going to get poofy again. That's what my wife always says. So dew points in the 60s and 70s. There's our fuel. So it's really sticky outside. We climb into the low 80s as we get into the lunch hour. And our forecast high temperatures today will top out in the low, mid, and maybe a few pockets of upper 80s across the Southern Valley. So a little bit more average, if you will. From the, what did we say yesterday was? 84? 84. So yesterday was average too. All right, so here's that risk for tomorrow. So we get back to work tomorrow. Maybe kids are heading off to summer camps. And we have now a level 2 risk for severe storms tomorrow. Morning, Tom. And it's just a little bit more active weather, Brenda. Some years are a little bit more active than others. You saw my post about all the tornado warnings that we saw this year versus what we saw last year. So last year was a pretty quiet year. Some years we've had a very cool May, and we don't get any severe weather. But May and June is the time of the year that we get these like convective complex of thunderstorms that comes through. That's this time of the year. Kind of a little bit of a different environment than what we'd see maybe in the early part of spring. Anyway, so we do have that level 2 risk for severe storms tomorrow. So let me walk you through that forecast. Let me show you the big picture. There's that risk level. So if you have any travel plans on Monday, again, vacation season starts. So if you are going to be traveling for any sort of vacations, A, I want to go with you. B, watch out for some severe storms. So that's all associated with all of this energy coming on through the area. So there's our next piece of energy. So a little tiny wave today, but tomorrow into our Monday. Today is Sunday. So tonight into tomorrow, I've got another stronger wave that's going to dive in from the north, and that's what's going to push a cold front into our area and help to spark off the more showers and more thunderstorms that could become a little bit stronger or severe tomorrow. So that's tomorrow's forecast. And it's going to be likely in the second part of our day tomorrow. So expect conditions going to deteriorate. Now, notice the cold front hasn't come on through, so it's not, these storms are going to be way ahead of a cold front. The cold front doesn't necessarily make a clean sweep through. So what does that mean? That means dew points are going to stay on the higher side on Monday. But the cold front will gradually come on through. Dew points drop a little bit Tuesday, Wednesday, which is nice, because that's going to make the air feel a lot better. And then dew points come right back up, and dew points back in the low 70s. So when dew points come back up, well, we probably have a storm system on the way, and we do, and that's going to bring us increasing chances for rain as we get into the latter part of the week into next weekend as well. I'm tired when we get on these weather patterns that we just have every weekend. Seems like it brings us an elevated chance for rain. Like, come on, right? What you all have planned today? Anything fun? We know it's Julie's birthday week, so we've got that going on. Clinton got a good little shower last night. I'll show you what it looks like now. Take you back to downtown Clinton, by the way. Big shout out to Anderson County this morning. Good morning, Denise. How are you this morning? She says good morning to everybody. Everybody this morning. The market went well. Nice, Felicia. That's good to hear. Good morning, Bonnie. And all in your household this morning as well. Kind of, it looks like a gloomy, gross start to the day. And if it would like stayed that way, you'd be like, oh, kind of what a bummer, huh? But I don't think that's going to stay that way. I think these clouds are going to clear on out. And then we'll see those afternoon clouds kind of billow back up. Let's see, I haven't even looked at it yet, but let's see if I can get you a time lapse from yesterday. We'll do Fort Loudoun Dam. How about this? I think I can get this for you here. You ready? There we go. This is yesterday's time lapse. Kind of overcast and gray yesterday, right? Some showers there, the showers, thunderstorms. People still fishing. There we go. Some sunshine, clouds billowing up. There's some sunshine. Nice. Those are the kind of clouds that, so once we get some clearing, those are the kind of clouds that we'll see. They'll kind of start to, billow on up, and then pretty cool little time lapse though. I love being able to time lapse these East Tennessee weather. And nice little sunset last night, huh? Look at that. And then there's the moon in the top left-hand side of the screen. So now let's show you again what it looks like now. There we go. Looks pretty awesome out there. Today is going to be a great day to go fishing, Deborah. Great day. Really not expecting a whole lot of activity, really, to be honest with you. I think today's going to be a good day. But, listen, if the skies are starting to look a little dark in your area, what do? You go to the East Tennessee Weather app, of course. That's what you do. All right, let's talk about these national holidays. We played the music, and I just kept talking and talking and talking. So it's June 8th. So let's celebrating birthdays and events today. Any big events going on today? Do we have a baseball game today? I think somebody said the Smokies were playing today. It's Julie's birthday week, so we got that going. Right, Marianne? Good morning, Mike. My hair was smooth till I stepped outside. It shrank up about 2 inches and puffed out about 2 inches too, didn't it? All right, so it's National Upsy Daisy Day. National Upsy Daisy Day. Each year on June 8th, we celebrate National Upsy Daisy Day. This fun day is to set aside to encourage everyone to face the day positively and to get up gloriously, gracefully, gleefully each and every morning. Yeah, every day is a gift. If we remember to rise, if we remember that when we rise each morning, see if I can get the words out, Tom. If we remember all of this, right, all of the cheerful things and stuff every morning, it'll carry us with a good attitude throughout the day, every day. I was always like that in the TV station. Like, I'd always walk in super like, hey, everybody, hey. Everyone's like, Witcher, it's 2:00 in the morning. What are you doing? Leave me alone. Be like, well, sorry about that. I am more of a morning person now. I am now a little bit more sleepy these days than I used to be. Is that age, or is that, cranking this thing out every 7 days a week? I don't know. All right, so, have a good day today. That's what Upsy Daisy Day is saying. Just have a good day. Have a good attitude every day. Take it with you today and every day. It's National Name Your Poison Day. Looks like an alcohol thing, but I guess it supposedly doesn't have to be. Harkens back to the early days of the temperance movement. The phrase seems to have been used mostly to describe the action of ordering a drink. But maybe not so much. Doesn't have to be, I guess. National Best Friends Day. Aw, National Best Friends Day. Do you have a best friend? If you do, you should call them today. Right? Best friends are good friends. You know what's funny, though? Even though, do you have best friends? You probably are like, this probably pertains to most of us, I would imagine. We have a lot of best friends that we may not keep up with on the daily, like a good solid day-to-day best friend. But those are the kind of friends that when you do meet up with, it's like you never left each other. Like time, it could have been like 10 years. And yet you catch up like 10 years didn't go by. Best friends are great. Thanks for dancing with me this morning, Katrina. What's up, Nathan? Putting up some hay in the barn today, huh? I gotta go. I think that was Nathan asking for some help. Oh, wait, no, I have to stay here. If I stay here, Nathan, then I can't come there. I have a bag of clothes for you, too, by the way, Nathan. His kid's like, what, 2-3 years younger than my youngest kid? Nathan Phillips' kid is. And so we always do to give him the hand-me-downs, give him all of our kids' clothes. So we get hand-me-downs for our kids over the years and pass it along, right? You got a bag of clothes at my house, Nathan. I don't know if any of you noticed, but I am standing up now. When I bought this desk for this set, I did buy a stand-up desk that I could stand up and sit down in. It's kind of nice to stand up a little bit, not sit down all the time. Good morning, Pat. How are you this morning? See if we got any good new photos. No new photos. No new photos to pass along here. But we do have some cool shots around East Tennessee, and I think it's going to be nice to see the skies clear through the day today. Here's a live look there in Hardin Valley. Kind of looks overcast and gray. It is overcast and gray. Remember, we don't... the rain showers will eventually move on out. So again, the rain will move on out. This morning's rain. This morning's clouds will move on out. Let me show you what I'm talking about here. So there, if you're stuck in the clouds, see back to our west, we have some clearing before these clouds back behind the cold front up into western Kentucky head our way. Those are the clouds that are going to zip their way back in that could pop off a few showers. That's where our little wave is in the atmosphere. So again, these morning clouds will clear on out. We're going to see some sunshine. So don't forget the sunglasses before you leave. And I don't know what we're doing here this morning. It's 8:19. What are we going to do this morning? What are we doing today? I don't even know what's going on today. Happy birthday week. Happy birthday week. We're going to say it every day to you. Now that you've announced it that it's your birthday week, Julie, we're going to be announcing that it's your birthday every day. Hey, what's up, Otto? Haven't seen you on here for a hot minute. Pontoon, grandkids, grilling. That sounds like a solid day. Or a week. If that's what you were doing for your staycation. Going to church and then out to eat, Bonnie, huh? That's awesome. Smokey's game this afternoon. They're doing water games for the kids today. Well, I think we were looking for something to do. Maybe the Witchers will show up at the Smokies game today. Sounds like fun. My kid wants to play baseball like every day. I appreciate the percentage of rain for the year map you show on the 24-hour weather channel. You're welcome on it. I know, time lapses are like my favorite thing in the world. Sorry, I'm just now catching up on chat. As we kind of round things out, I just wanted to make sure I got everything answered before we end the show. Sometimes I see things pop up after I already said goodbye. Wendy loves getting the lightning updates. Love getting the updates and lightning being detected at nearby Mike. Lets me know I need to get stuff moved and taken care of off your deck. I agree. That's the greatest thing about that little lightning thing. She's talking about the East Tennessee Weather app, by the way. If you don't have that, you should download it. There's a QR code right there. Right. Why is this camera backwards? There we go. It's like the old weather wall days. I like it, Tom. I like it. I'm with you on that one, my friend. We just won't put that one up. How about that? I'm way behind on chat. It's local days at Dollywood this week. Nice. We're going to have to play this music again. Watch this. I don't even know how to play it again. We'll just do this. We'll end things here in just a second, I promise. UT Baseball at 3. Okay, there we go. There's something going on today. See, I want to do so many different things today. I have to watch the baseball game today. I want to watch the baseball game today. I tried to watch the baseball game yesterday. Had to watch storms and pick up kids from birthday parties and do all those kind of things. So we'll see where the day goes. So many different things going on. Anyways, thanks for joining me here on this Sunday. I've been off on my days every day this week. Maybe we'll get it together tomorrow. Tomorrow is Monday. So don't forget to join for Wake Up with Witcher. 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm going to put a little survey out on social media, so why don't you go ahead and survey there. It's summertime. Should we do 6 a.m. or should I go back to 7 a.m. during the summertime? Moms? Dads? Anybody? Bueller? Anybody care? I don't know. I'll throw it on social media. Anyways. All right, my friends. Thanks for hanging out with me this morning. John Ashley just hopped on. Good day for a boat day? Today is a good day for a boat day, John. Yes. Finally. Oh, I missed the green screen. I still have sort of a green screen, but not really. Seven a.m., 7 a.m., 7 a.m., 7 a.m., 7 a.m., 7 a.m., 7 a.m. Okay, well, 6 a.m. Summertime. We're talking summertime, Julie. We will discuss on social media. The people will win. You will win. Oh my gosh, I'm losing my mind. All right, my friends, have a great day. Be safe. Be kind to each other. If you're joining on the app and you missed the entire forecast, I will send you right back to the forecast. And if you ever have any issues with the app, just send it. Email support. I get little codes. A lot of you have, so thank you, by the way. I'll see you back here tomorrow morning. Maybe 6, maybe 7. Have a great Sunday.